Hello, everyone. Okay, please settle down. I hope everyone had a nice weekend and that you all did the reading, right? You all did the reading in between the parties and all the fun, right? So, as you know, we have been looking at persuasive writing. So, you may have wondered why I had you look at this short article, A Neglected Anniversary. It's just an informational thing about the invention of the bathtub in America, right? So what's persuasive about that? So okay, I have to admit it now. I played a bit of a trick on you. Um, this article is actually a famous hoax. Um, it was it was made up by a journalist called H.L. Mencken, who is one of my favorite writers. I know, right? Mr. Berman Gorvine's always saying this one and that one is one of my favorite writers because I have so many favorites. I like can't choose. Uh, so yes, it is in fact a hoax. Um, Here we've got the bathtub. But no, it was not invented back in 1842, as H.L. Mencken claimed in this article, which appeared in a newspaper that doesn't exist anymore. Uh, that was called the New York Evening Mail at the end of 1917. So, as you probably remember from your history class, that was during World War One, which America was finally in the war at that point, having stayed out of it for the first couple of years. And Mencken, although born in America, was of German heritage, and he was very much pro Germany in the war. And sadly for him, America had joined on the side of the Allies, Britain and France and Russia. Um, so some of his articles that he had written about the war were not published, and he was very frustrated and upset about this. So he wrote this made up story about how the bathtub was invented. Now, what I'd like you to do is to think about, well, let's just have a show of hands first. Like, how many of you thought that this was a real article, the real truth of how the bathtub was invented? Right, so that's almost everyone. Did anyone figure out that it was a hoax or suspect that it was made up? Okay. All right, Devon. All right. Yeah, okay. All right. So you actually read about this before. Okay, no fair. Somebody else who didn't already know. Yes. Haley. Okay, why did you think it might be made up? Huh. So too much detail. Interesting. So, the rest of you, I think, probably got sold on it or snowed by Mencken, precisely because of all the detail. Like he has all these dates, all these names. Most of them are historical. A few of the key ones he made up. Um, some of the publications that he claimed that he made up, like he made up as well, like this thing called the Christian Register. There wasn't any such thing, but it sounds like it could have been a 19th century publication. So having a lot of details in an art in something that's supposed to be informative might not actually be proof that it's real. But it certainly could convince a lot of people. And back then, of course, there wasn't the internet. You couldn't just Google everything to check. Um, and, even today, with all the tools we have at our disposal, a lot of people are tricked by fake information on the internet. So this is a timely thing for us to think about, in my opinion. So let's look some more at how Mr. Mencken convinces us of this thing that he made up.